Unsolved Mysteries of the CMS, brought to you by the Classic Metal Wrap-Up Show. On this edition of Unsolved Mysteries of the CMS, we explore the beating of legendary 80s rock icon Dokken. On an episode of the Classic Metal Show, radio host Wendell Neely made startling claims about his dear friend Dokken being beaten within an inch of his life by an unknown mysterious assailant. Who was this culprit? Was this a case of mistaken identity or something far more nefarious? On this episode of Unsolved Mysteries of the CMS, we will explore the tale of Dokken being beaten with a 2x4 so severely it crippled him for the rest of his life. During an episode of the Classic Metal Show, radio host Wendell Neely told the tall tale of Dokken, his dear friend, being beaten within an inch of his life by a masked unknown assailant with a 2x4 while on tour in Hawaii for the Up From the Ashes album in 1991. The tale goes that Dokken may have been mistaken for legendary rock drummer Mikkey Dee.
Yes, I'm here to pick up the keys for a room I have reserved under the name Dr. G. I'm sick.
The story goes that as Dokken settled into his hotel room for the night, he was rudely awakened by a masked intruder, beating him repeatedly within an inch of his life as he begged for mercy.
Oh, what?
The mysterious masked assailant continued the beating, striking Don in his shoulders, neck, and back.
Oh God, my back! Oh, if only I had the help of some weak-willed cuck to call 911, or else maybe tonight I'll be gone! Get back here! Get back here, you son of a bitch! Get back here! Get you to hell! I'll get you!
Here's my spine.
Wow. Holy smokes.
13 titanium screws.
Who was this masked assailant, and why was he trying to take out the legendary Dream Warrior? Or was this just a simple case of mistaken identity? Also for this edition, we must ask ourselves, could someone in 1991 have mistaken Dokken for drummer Mikkey Dee? Could someone have mistaken the legendary frontman for the legendary Swedish Styxman? And did Mikkey Dee just get lucky? So for this episode, we spoke to a neck, head, and spine specialist to find out if the injuries to Dokken were consistent with a beating by the hands of an assailant with a 2x4. Head, neck, and spine specialist Jeffrey McGruber agreed to speak with us without showing his face. He will tell us how the injuries may have happened to Dokken.
The injuries to the patient from the x-rays and scans I can see are definitely consistent with the beating by something kind of a blunt instrument, but could also have happened from some type of physical altercation, or a car accident, or a motorcycle accident.
Mr. McGruber, when you say physical altercation, do you mean a possible fight with a roadie, a band member, or some random person at a bar?
Yes, exactly. If the bandmate was a bodybuilder or used steroids and was strong enough, they most certainly could inflict these type of blunt force injuries.
Well, that is very revealing. Thank you for your time, Mr. McGruber. For this episode, I also spoke to the former front desk clerks of all Hawaii Ramadas to find out if there is any records in 1991 of an altercation taking place with legendary rocker Dokken. The former front desk manager wished to remain anonymous but said we could call him Skippy. Skippy, was there any record of Dokken being in your hotel in 1991 and having an altercation?
No, there was never any record of a Don Dokken and his band coming to the hotels in 1991 anywhere on the Hawaiian Islands. I definitely would have known. He was definitely a big star back then, and an altercation would have definitely been something I would have remembered.
I agree 100%, Skippy. A beating like that to a legendary rock star is something you can't forget. Thank you for your time. We then conducted a simple Google search for Don Dokken show dates in 1991 for the Up From the Ashes tour, but there were no dates reported for a show in Hawaii. In summation, we can find no concert dates having taken place in the year of 1991 for Don Dokken in the state of Hawaii, and with no track records of him ever being in a hotel room with his band and an altercation taking place. We must ask ourselves, is this story a complete fabrication? We have to ask ourselves, did this tragic incident take place? Who beat Don Dokken? Who was behind the mask? If you have any idea who this culprit is, you can contact the Classic Metal Wrap-Up Show and we will keep you anonymous. We want to find out what exactly happened that led to Don Dokken being permanently disfigured. He deserves justice. On the next Unsolved Mysteries of the CMS, we will discuss the vanishing of the CMS Summer Barbecue of 2025. Did it happen? Or was it just a fairy tale?